everyone, how we doing? Welcome to Smoke and Steel Garage. It's been a while, so quick update. I am not in Bahrain anymore, I'm back to the UK, but we're going to get back to it. So we've got a new plan. Behind me now, as you can see, this is my great uncle's workshop. He built this workshop brick by brick. He made every brick himself just after World War II. It is in a dilapidated state. It needs a full restoration. But this is going to be our new home for Smoke and Steel Garage. So we're going to restore this old tired workshop, and then I've got a load of projects. So stick with us, it's going to be pretty cool, but let's get on with this. Box. You don't mind me calling it that. Apparently it's been on charge. We should fire up. Well, how does that work? Good enough. What a race car. Oh yeah. Sporty. Fire straight up. Ah, it's just on the chip. What a machine. So, I don't know, there's a bit of a trend here. When my brother gets a spray gun, you can have any colour as long as it's black and orange, and black and orange. Day one done. We haven't done too bad. We've let the undergrowth in. We knocked the windows out, took all the glass out, cleaned it out. The workbench is ready to come out. We have some issues, like every restoration. This whole wall on this side is trying to slide down into the lane. And we know that because we can see daylight. So that wall is way out of plumb. Probably big.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok?
So it's the Welsh guy.
Yeah.
What's his favourite saying? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Ridiculous. That's one whole fist out of plum.
So that's the first issue. This side wall ain't much better. So this wall has got a crack from the lintel all the way down through the window to the floor. I think we can overcome that. Harry's like, why don't you just have one of the other sheds that's ready to go, move in. But I want to keep this one. This is Herbert made this. There ain't a lot of Herbert left on the property. He used to have loads of sheds and greenhouses and all sorts, and it's all gone. This is really the last piece of him, and I want to keep it. And this is where I grew up. It's my childhood, spending here, watching Dad fixing cars. You know, first cars I fixed were in here. We're going to put a lot of money into it, really, just for nostalgia. Could go and find somewhere a lot better suited for what we want for the channel, but well, where's the fun in that? We're going to make this happen. This is going to be a cool little workshop when we finish. So there's day one. I am going home. I'm pooped. It's been a long day. I'm covered in rat poo, mouse poo, cat poo, I don't know what poo, spiders, cobwebs. So I'm going home to have a shower. We'll see you back shortly for day two.
This is day 2. We're back at the workshop my great Uncle Herbert built, brick by brick in the late 1940s. Yesterday we cleared out the junk, the rubbish and the years of clutter. But now we can finally see what lies beneath. Rust, dust, chains, anvils, broken glass, every mark, every scar, every brick still speaks. This place has soul, and we're here to bring it back, because this isn't just a renovation, it's a legacy, and it's our job to carry the torch forward, preserving the past while building a new future.
Look at him, just out there living his best life. Ever since he was a child, he's never been happier than when he was in a digger. Digging. It's kind of handy to have as a brother. Foreman's there.
Jesus. Always knew he was a dirt digger. So, found some gold here. This is my great Uncle Herbert's tap and die set. And look at it, complete. Looks fantastic. Beautiful thing is that he's written his name and address on there. But then it gets even better, because right there it says bought in spring of 1939. I think that's for £2.08, but that might be a bit expensive. Maybe it's 2 shillings 8, I don't know. But spring of 1939. It's got the original case. Look at that. Amazing. So some more gold. We found a set of blacksmith tongs, hand forged no less. My uncle made these himself, so they're going to be at least 50 years old. Yeah, brilliant. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that crap just got a bit bigger. I mean, we might not have to worry about the wall in a minute, because it might just delete itself. We're trying to save it. So that's definitely opened up.
can get my hands in there now.
Just missed it. But that just collapsed. Oh dear.
Stop blowing holes in my workshop! Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Like the fact that my brother trusted that I wasn't in there just taking stuff out when I was here, when he decided to knock the wall down with the oxyacetylene bottles in there. It's just how we grew up. So, every one of your renovation done, do not let my brother come near it with a digger, because you'll end up with nothing. Just a mouse running out there. He's pissed.
There's more days, and I'm glad that the back wall didn't go that way and end up in front of your van.
Yeah. Move your transit, come through it. No, just flipping at it.
There's your vines.
Sweet. That's one way of not lifting it outside, is make it outside. Yeah. Well, I don't even know if the bottles are full. Are they full bottles or empty bottles?
I'm not sure.
I'll say empty, and then go back.
That thing is in this 50 times in my lifetime.
Spikes right up the leg.
I've got my vice. It's all over it. I'm going on.
Get that off the roof as well.
Look at him. I built that shed. Fucking kids. All that hard work. It should have lasted till I was gone. Ancient Greek. So, turns out the old tin shed was a bit flimsier than we thought. One good tap with a digger and BAM! You went down faster than 5G in the Suffolk countryside. We had gas bottles down, we had tin everywhere. That was a real proper job. But by afternoon's end, we sorted the scrap from the slimmers and we were ready to weigh her in. Did we find any treasure? No, not this time. But we've got a clean slate to crack on with now. Okay, so we've been busy outside now with, well, Tony's been busy outside with a digger. So he dug a trench down, just wanted to have a look and see what's going on. So we have got a plan, and he's flattened the, as you saw, flattened the shed at the back, so that's deleted. And we're going to probably get rid of this one here as well. So it'll be nearly twice as long. And then what we're going to do pretty sure this wall's done and dusted. The reason being, that crack is getting large. That pitch there, the part of the triangle pitch in the middle, whatever it's called, I don't know. That's not attached to anything anymore. It's just got to fall down. So at the moment, what I'm thinking is we're gonna knock this whole wall down, extend out 1.5 meters, and it probably build steel frame wall and a steel frame building out here, which will support the rest of the shed. Hopefully we can keep at least 1.5 of the walls. So we're trying to keep as much as we can, but it's just too far gone. We could keep it, but it ain't gonna last that long because it's moving. Even as we're digging, it's moving. So it's just not safe. So we're going to give it the best shot we can to keep as much as we can, but at the moment, not looking good. Well, that's the end of day 2. So please, if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe, and feel free to leave some comments below, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks a lot.